Yeah, hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. A very, very slow day today. Bitcoin caught in this sort of triangle pattern. We discussed it in the previous video. But bear in mind that today in the US there's a public holiday. So, I talked about that yesterday. And even though I highlighted that the crypto market sort of decoupled from the stock market recently, it still means we'll probably have less traders, less action in the market. So that's why we probably see this consolidation, which could be a B wave triangle they're forming or a wave 4. So we're going to talk about that. Bigger picture, completely unchanged, of course. Just give you a quick middle of the day update, really. The fourth wave is likely still unfolding. Obviously, it doesn't need to be over there. So let's move it in. But we will see how substantial this wave 4 gets. Whenever we enter a correction, and we entered this wave 4 correction on the 11th of January, I typically start to track a normal ABC structure. So the A wave possibly completed in 3 waves. Yeah? A waves can be just 3 wave patterns, but I'm still watching for a potential 5th wave. Doesn't mean it has to happen, but it's certainly still one of the likely options. So might get still one more low. If there is one more low, it might reach the area around 40,570 to 39,000. And then we could start a B wave from there and then a C wave down. Or the A wave is already complete and it completed with just 3 waves. But if that's the case, I haven't got clear evidence that the B wave has already started. Yeah, so we'll talk about that right now. What hasn't changed at all are the parameters. So the overall support for the wave 4 is between $41,814 and $35,000 with a 38.2 retracement level in between. That's an ideal target for a 4th wave. So it might be that after the A wave is done, after the B wave is done, the C wave might reach here the 38.2 retracement. It's an ideal target normally for a 4th wave. Bear in mind the price is already reacting here to the 23.6 fib level, yeah? Okay, so let's zoom in. And also what hasn't changed, it's the resistance area. So it hasn't changed at all. Standard Fibonacci resistance would only be adjusted a little bit. If the A wave makes another low, then we would have to shift it down just a little bit. As you can see, when I grab this here, it depends on where the A wave finishes. It has an impact on these levels as well. But yeah, it's between 44,220 and 47,300. Now let's go to the 30-minute chart, because when not much happens, then we can take a look at the micro count. Yeah, but as you can see, 3 waves down are complete. That could technically be all of wave A. There's no way of saying if an A wave is a 5-wave move or a 3-wave move. Typically, I'm watching for 3 waves, but when after 3 waves there is no strong reversal, then I typically suggest that we could get one more low, which is still possible. If we get one more low, what would be the wave count? Well, bit tricky. So it could either be that the wave 4 indeed finished as a triangle as assumed, and the 5th wave is unfolding as a diagonal pattern. So that could be wave 1, wave 2, but the top should be in. We should now come down in the 3, 4, 5. So that's one pathway, direct way down, which is why I said, look, if it gets above 43,000, it suggests that something more bullish is happening, basically that the B wave is already starting, because that would be the invalidation for the idea of an ending diagonal. Another option would be that the wave 4 is still unfolding as a triangle. That could happen as an ABCDE structure, so that, yeah, the 3rd wave bottomed here on the 12th of January. Then this was an A wave, B wave down, C wave up. We're now forming a D wave and then could get an E wave. We just mean a little bit more sideways action, maybe until tomorrow or late today, and then we could come down from there. These are the 2 scenarios looking at the microstructure, how a 5th wave down could happen. Whereas when we deal with a more bullish option, again, I need to see minimally a break above 43K to suggest that this ABC structure in yellow is already unfolding. That would be the pathway in which the C wave within B could unfold. And even here, the idea would be, okay, is this ABC? It's quite small. is this all of wave B, or is it going to be just a larger A wave? Then we come down and so on. So we need to be very much aware of that. But for now, I'm tracking an ABC structure. And I mean, if the C wave has indeed started, it's not very evident yet. Again, it needs to break above 43,000. Actually, better would be 43,100, but could be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all I can say here. And with this scenario, it gives us a breakout point to the downside, invalidation point for the idea that the C wave has already started, which means in very simple terms, a break below 41,680, this swing low would confirm that we are continuing in the fifth wave to the downside. So these are the main parameters. Just want to give you some ideas about the microstructures. The benefit from the microstructures are that we get the invalidation points, okay, and basically the relevant breakout points. But microstructures change a lot. They are very fragile, and they are not really of predictive quality, but they give you some levels for risk management. So just want to make you aware of what the pathways could be for either scenario really. Overall, they are all scenarios within the same main base case that we are in a fourth wave. So if you ask me, I mean, it seems likely that we get another low in a wave 5, at least until I have a break above 43K. That's what I'm watching for. So far, this sideways triangle still looks like a bearish pennant. And until we get a break above that 43K level minimally, I'm going to watch for a fifth wave down. Above that level, it suggests that, the yellow count is likely playing out, that we get basically already the C wave rolling in a B wave. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.